What's up, YouTube? This is your girl, Shay Day. We are doing Basketball Wives, Season 5, Episode 14, because yes, child, they have reached Portugal. Now, this is what I've been waiting for. Good news, everybody went. And yes, Tammy, Roman, and DJ Duffy have got it popping. All right, so here's the thing. I am hot under the collar. I am hot under the poncho. This was most ridiculous. Okay, that's the word I'm going to use. I'm going to say this was ridiculous. And I'm going to tell you a couple things that got me hot and bothered. Let me know if you agree with me. Now, first of all, people, let us just say up front. Tammy Roman told Jackie Christie from jump, I don't think that me and her should go on a trip together. I think DJ Duffy should go, or you should invite me and I go. But you know, Jackie was not having it. Jackie was not listening to her friend, and she insisted, I'm gonna invite Duffy, and if you are my real friend, please make sure that you are there. Well, okay, that's fine. Now, Tammy reach, Duffy reach, all the other girls reach. So here we go. Now, the whole time, the tension was just super bad. Like, everybody was like fake laughing, fake giggling, or kind of, you know, carrying on. And every once in a while, someone would say, you know, guys, it's very awkward, or this is very uncomfortable, or look at this silence. And, you know, people kept trying to address it. And every time they addressed it, Tammy Roman would say, well, you know what? I'm just over here chilling. Meaning, for me, Tammy's point is I'm doing the most I can do. I am calm. I am polite. I'm not saying nothing to nobody rude. Okay? DJ Duffy and I might have a problem or two not liking each other, but I ain't doing nothing. So I feel that all the girls knew going that Tammy didn't want to go with Duffy. Even Duffy got told, Tammy doesn't want to be here with you. But they still decided to go ahead and go. Although I will say, back in the previous episode, episode 13, what the hell was going on with Duffy? Start crying at the breakfast table in the suite, saying, I missed my son's vacation. I missed my son's graduation for this vacation. And she started crying eye water like, you know what, bitch? Who told you to miss your son's graduation? And even though Tammy and Shawnee were eavesdropping at the door, the point was very clear to them as well. Like, bitch, you're a fool. You're an idiot. Because whatever, I don't know how old Duffy's son is, right? But whether he's graduating from kindergarten, whether he's graduating from grade school or whatever, he had worked a really long time to graduate. And now he is going to get to walk up and get his little piece of paper, honey. Okay. And you decide that you need to go vacation in Portugal? So what would make you miss your son's graduation? To get a free trip to Portugal? Like, you're telling me you're never going to reach Portugal unless you go today? Now, for a lot of us, that is true. We will never reach Portugal unless someone pays for us to go. But at the same time, even if that were the case, I would say, let me live and die without going to Portugal, because I'm not missing my child's graduation. So I had no sympathy for her tears. You know, Shawnee and Tammy, listening at the door, had no sympathy for Duffy's tears. And that whole thing was trifling, all right? So, boo-boo, you made yourself a fool. You showed your ass, and your priorities in that moment was to go on a trip with some chicks you just met versus stand there and honor your son graduating. Pathetic. Anyways, moving on. Here we go now. Tammy how many times did Tammy tell people, listen, I'm good over here just doing me. But at the same time, I still don't like that bitch. Mind you, here we go. Just before it popped off, Tammy asked her the day before, do you have something that you want to say? And everybody turned and looked at Duffy. And here's Duffy. Nope. I'm cool. I've let it go. I've moved past it. And Tammy said, okay. Well, since you're good and you're cool and you've moved past it and you have nothing to say, then let us not speak on it anymore. And she told the ladies that, did you guys hear? She's good over there. I'm good over here. Let's move on in terms of the topic of conversation. But here we go. Hang on 1 second. Let me get a little sip of my coffee. So, yes. What I got today? Today I think this is Italian coffee. That's what we're doing today. Shout out to Italian coffee. Anyways, so then here comes the next day, right? And all of a sudden, it's like Duffy, she got some extra mouth. She always has mouth. But when Tammy turned to her the other day and asked her what she got to say, she said she ain't got nothing to say. She's good over here. I guess she went home and slept and she thought about it and she said, damn, I should have told her off some. And then here she goes the next day. I got something to say. Well, okay, sweetheart. Okay, darling. You might have something to say. But Tammy Roman told you straight, she is no longer interested in hearing it. And so that is what happened. You know what? Tammy's a badass because she pulling one of those, time's up, bitch. I cared yesterday. Today, I do not care. So you could keep your commentary to your damn self. And Duffy said, well, okay. You're going to listen to it anyways, because I'm going to say it anyways. Well, then she starts saying how Tammy lied. Now, guys, you guys tell me. Leave your comments below. Okay? Did Tammy lie about what Duffy did? Because I tell you, I listened to the show. I watched every episode. Every time Tammy got together with a group and said what she had to say, Tammy didn't lie. Tammy didn't lie. It was your twisted sister reality that was like the victim when you were telling Malaysia, when you were telling Brandy, and even when you were at the picnic, the barbecue, the Texas barbecue grill, and the Angels were there and Jackie was there. This bitch was telling all kinds of like enchanted stories. Like Duffy was like, and all I said was, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, Duffy, you were not anything like that. You were neck rolling, you were eye popping, you were calling people sweetheart. I did a full rundown. If you guys haven't seen that, you could check out my video when I reviewed the aftermath of Tammy and Duffy getting fired. So you could check that video out. Be sure to go over there and watch that. But basically, overall, y'all saw what I saw. If you were watching, you saw Duffy pop off and go to Jazz. Who are you? Who are you? You are nobody. I am DJ Duffy. I work with Drake and I work with, yeah, okay, whatever. And she did that. And I remember watching, and I even reviewed it recently. I looked at Jazz, and as soon as Duffy took on that line, okay, that topic, the Jazz went, oh, and she kind of had one shoulder go back, she put her hand to her head, and she pivoted away like it was like a blow. You know when people, oh, like that. And her feelings were hurt. Absolutely. But for Duffy to say, what did I say? What did I say? And acting like, you know, Tammy just went totally rude and unprofessional. And I have no idea what Tammy's problem was. Well, okay, whatever. You're a liar. You were rude. You were unprofessional. You were really bad at the job, okay, of directing the video. But Tammy fired you. Your ass should have left first time. How much times you need to be fired? But everybody she told it was a lie. So she wants to settle the score now. And she want to bring it out in public saying Tammy's the liar. Well, you know, this is Tammy Roman. Tammy Roman was like, time's up. I'm not interested. And as Duffy started to talk, okay, here, hang on. Let me give you some Tammy Roman. This was, hang on. Okay. This was this was the closest glasses I could find like Tammy's. The closest. Tammy had some badass sunglass game. Did you guys see Tammy's sunglass game? It was really good in Portugal. But anyway, here we go. This is Tammy. Well, I will tell you, I am no longer interested in hearing what you have to say. So I'm going to go. And Tammy just got up. Okay, she flipped her braids. Okay, she did a little that. And she started walking away, guys. You guys saw Tammy leave. Okay? And what does Duffy want to do? Duffy wants to start running her mouth louder. You're a liar. You're a liar. Yeah, liar. Go away, liar. Keep walking, liar. And I'm like, is she crazy? Like, why would she sit there and scream at the woman? Now, and whoever else is in on the patio area, other guests or whatever, they're now hearing that you are calling this woman a liar, and they are watching the woman who has been labeled a liar walking slowly away. Tammy looked guilty as hell to like an outsider, right? Like her walking away, someone screaming, go, liar, because you know you're a liar. Wow. I think Duffy said it one too many times because all of a sudden, what do we see? We see Tammy pivot, honey. Now when Tammy pivots, this is the time for everybody to run. And then Tammy sat down and said, excuse me. What did you say? And here's Duffy now, right? You heard me. I'm sure you heard me. You know exactly what I said. And Tammy go, no. It's Tammy. Put her shit down. Actually, I didn't hear you. And Tammy just got up, started slowly walking around. And this is where I have the problem, people. Okay? Listen to me now. I was furious at this fight. First of all, I was mad that 6-7 people want to jump on Tammy. Okay, bitch, why are you guys jumping on Tammy? I mean, I'm sure that, yeah, nobody wants Duffy to get murdered, for sure. But she sure ran her mouth a lot, okay? And nobody had anything to say. And this is what I find so epically bullshit. The entire time that Duffy was running her mouth, did you hear or see anybody say anything to Duffy? Duffy, stop. Duffy, stop. Okay, Duffy, good. Now, look, Duffy, she's leaving. She's leaving the table. Duffy, tone it down. Calm it down. Bring it in. Okay? Nobody said nothing, including Duffy's sister, Brandy. And this is why I am so mad, because when Tammy went around to go confront Duffy, what did she see? She saw Brandy Maxiel standing there like a brick wall. Okay, Brandy stood there physically like Donald Trump's wall that he's gonna build between Mexico. Sure. And she wasn't letting Tammy get anywhere near Duffy. And even the other girls, I mean, they were all like, Tammy, stop. And I'm okay with Tammy, stop. But Brandy, did you see Brandy? She stood there so still, she even got boxed in her face 3 times by Tammy, who was trying to get to Duffy. And Brandy's sunglasses even got knocked off. But she got 3 quick box in her face. She sure did. And she still didn't move. And you know what makes me mad about that? That let Duffy, number one, it let Duffy stand there with her arms down, lean back, going, what? I ain't afraid. Bitch, you ain't afraid because there's a wall between you and her, okay? That's the first thing that pissed me off. The second thing that pissed me off is that at no time was Brandy telling Duffy to shut up. All when Tammy's going for her, she should say, Duffy, leave. I'm being a brick wall for you, but you need to go the other way. Or, Duffy, be quiet. Stop talking. Shut up now. That's enough. Because Tammy was fit to be tied. Like, she was raving with anger, okay? Everybody saw it. So I don't blame, like, the security guards and people like trying to say, we got to stop Tammy, because Tammy was about to murder somebody. Okay, fine. But at the same time that Tammy is so mad, who's telling Duffy to get her butt out of here? Who's telling Duffy to shut her mouth? Nobody, including her brick wall, Brandy. Brandy's sitting there getting boxed in the mouth by Tammy, and she's still not telling her girl, her sister, to go back to the room, back to the hotel, or to stop running her mouth. And that's what I have a problem. And that's number two. Now the third biggest problem I have with that whole thing, guys, was when they were 6 deep on holding Tammy roaming. Duffy goes ahead and takes a swing over Brandy, in between the people, as she reached deep and lunges to take a swing. A bitch move? What is that a bitch move for? Why are you taking a swing on a chick that is being held by 3-4 men and a couple of the other ladies? Like, what are you doing that for? Because you're a bitch. That's exactly why. That is a punk move. And guys, my mouth was open. I was like, seriously? And you remember, now go back. When Brandy is standing there as a brick wall, and Tammy has been held like, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet away, so she can't reach Duffy. Okay, what was Duffy doing? Duffy had her hands down. Duffy was bobbing her head and rolling her eyes like, oh, whatever's going on over there does not impress me at all. That's how she was acting, right? So if she really wanted to take a swing at Tammy, then why don't she move Brandy out the way back then? Why don't she tell Brandy, I got this, Brandy, get out of my way, Brandy, move. Why didn't she say that? Why didn't she start rushing for her? Why didn't she start swinging when Brandy was in the way? Why didn't she do that? Well, she waited until Tammy roaming was being pinned, bear hugged, held down. At one point, even Shawnee caught some of her braids, which Tammy was mad about. And I understand those braids look new, so they probably hurt having it pulled like that. But I don't think that Shawnee meant like per se to like yank her hair. She was reaching for something, and as she was reaching for something, Tammy pulled away, and all she caught was a piece of the braid. That's what I feel. I don't think she was really trying to yank her friend's hair. Like, no. But, Tammy's mad about that, and she's gonna have a talk with her. But here's my thing. Guys, the whole time from jump, when Tammy said, I'm no longer interested in hearing what you have to say, nobody told Duffy to shut up. When Tammy walked away, Duffy was running her mouth, getting louder and louder so that the whole little restaurant could hear. Nobody told her to shut up. Okay, Brandy, you're gonna be a brick wall for your sister? Okay, that's fine. But if you're gonna be a brick wall, then you need to tell your sister to be quiet. Because it is not fair that you're gonna allow her to put herself in a chance of getting murdered or beat down or whatever, but at the same time you're worried about it, but you're not telling her to be quiet. You're not telling her to stop. This is no longer productive. Yes, people should always have a chance to say their particular point of view, but that at that point with her screeching, liar, you're a liar, go liar, keep walking liar because you know you're a liar, that was not being productive. Tammy was trying to disengage, and Duffy, she was just causing more trouble. She was not being productive. I mean, you guys, leave a comment below and tell me what you think. But the final move was when Duffy decided to swing. That, for me, I mean, you lost any and all respect. And as far as Malaysia and Brandy go, they told her when they heard Duffy's version and they heard Tammy's version, they told Duffy, you should have never mentioned her child, and who is she, and who are you, and you're much this, and you're further ahead that. You shouldn't have done it. That was wrong. That's why she's mad at you. Okay? And Duffy can go ahead and apologize to Jazz, but she never apologized to Tammy, because I'm thinking you should apologize to Tammy for disrespecting her daughter. If she would have said, I'm not sorry for my opinions about the job and how good I was doing, okay, but I just want to apologize to you for insulting your daughter, because I know that hurt your feelings just as much, and that was wrong. I didn't mean to, but that's what I did, and I apologize. She never even said anything. So all in all, keep apologizing to Jazz. It don't mean shit. You gotta go find Tammy and apologize to her for that part of it. Okay? But whatever. No, she didn't. And here comes this punk. She wanna try ahead and go take a swing when someone is 6 deep in security. Nah. You know what? That whole thing. I had a conversation with my sister. Me and her got on the phone. One of my sisters. Me and her got on the phone. And she's like, well, I understand they were just trying to allow them to hash it out. And they had to stop Tammy because Tammy was like honestly, it was pure rage, right? Weren't you guys scared watching Tammy through the screen? Like, I was scared. I'm like, oh my God. Anyhow, Tammy gets free. It's over for Duffy. Like, there's no chance. But at the same time, my whole thing was, I don't care who was gonna get what. You need to tell your friend to shut up. If you are concerned enough to stand in front of her, then you should be concerned enough to tell her don't go there. Otherwise, you're just training a bad pit bull. Okay? But here we go. Even after they separated, the part when, Shawnee and Malaysia and Tammy, they're just walking around and Tammy's smoking her cigarette, honey. And she's like, I'm good, I'm cool, I'm good, I'm cool. Well, what? Did you guys see what happened next? Tammy Roman took off like Usain Bolt. Tammy bolted like Usain Bolt. She was like, boom. And I think Malaysia and Shawnee kept up with her for about 2.5 steps. And then Tammy took off. What did Tammy see? I think, we'll see for sure next week, but I think Tammy saw the Angels and Brandy and Duffy. I think she spotted them, and she was like a dog seeing a squirrel. It was like, squirrel, and off she went. This is what I'm thinking, because she ran hard. Either that's my theory. My other theory is maybe she was trying to ditch him because she was not trying to go back home. Okay? She didn't want to go back to the hotel before she caught a piece of Duffy. So she was gonna go dark. Like those 007 spies and stuff. She was going to go in hiding. And she was going to wait in the bushes, probably behind the big palm tree in the lobby. Wait for Duffy to come downstairs for checkout. Like, I don't know. It's either one of the two. We will see next week on Basketball Wives season, what episode? Season 5, episode 15. That's coming up next week. We will see. But I just think the whole thing was punk. I don't know why the lady stepped in. Like, personally, I don't know why they stepped in. My sister, maybe some of you all think, okay, we got to step in and we got to keep people, from going physical. And that's cool. I don't believe in like fighting physically per se. And, especially in anger, street fighting and stuff. It's not a good look. It's not cute. However, I also don't believe that I'm going to run the world on what other people do. Okay? And so if other people like Duffy, want to keep running their mouth, this, that, and the third, well, you know what? You might get something. You might get a little box in your face. I don't know. Like I said, let me know. Leave a comment below. But I can't wait for next week. We're going to see what happened. Did Tammy spot her squirrel? And did she go ahead and grab her? We will see what happens next week on Basketball Wives. That'll be season 5, episode 15. Be sure to tune in and you guys can check back here because I am here for it. I am locked. I am loaded. I'm ready, honey. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.